Let me tell you about a YouTuber who tried to catch bad people online. He gathered evidence that helped get several of them arrested by the real police. He was trying to protect kids, and millions of people online called him a hero. And then the platform he was protecting did something almost nobody saw coming. It did not ban the bad people he was catching. It banned him instead. The helper got punished, while the danger he kept warning everyone about stayed behind. His name online is Schlep, and his story set the entire internet on fire. So today, let me walk you through one of the strangest fights in Roblox history. You have probably been told 100 times to be careful talking to strangers online. Stay with me, because this story raises questions that nobody has fully answered yet. To understand the fight, you first need to understand what Schlep actually did. Schlep was a YouTuber who focused almost entirely on the giant world of Roblox. Over time, he noticed a serious and genuinely frightening problem on the platform. Some adults were pretending to be kids in order to target real children. This is a danger on many apps, not just Roblox, and it is sadly very real. Roblox is enormous, and a very large share of its players are young kids. That mix of millions of children and open chat creates a genuine, serious risk. Schlep decided that he could not just sit back and ignore what he was seeing. So he built a small team and started trying to catch these adults himself. His team would pose as young players to see which adults would approach them. He did this because he believed too many of these people were slipping through. When an adult clearly crossed the line, they carefully saved all of the evidence. Then they handed that evidence directly to the real police to act on. He was always careful to work alongside law enforcement, not around them. He would spend hours documenting each case before ever going public with it. To his fans, that patience proved he was serious, not just chasing easy views. Each video felt less like normal entertainment and more like a real investigation. And his work got results that were honestly impossible for anyone to ignore. His efforts helped lead to 6 different people being caught by police. Most of them ended up facing real criminal charges as a result. He turned these cases into videos, and those videos absolutely exploded in popularity. To huge numbers of fans, Schlep looked like a real, genuine online hero. He was doing the scary work that many felt the platform itself should be doing. Parents watching his channel often thanked him for helping protect their own children. Some viewers were parents who had no idea this danger even existed online. But here is where this story takes a sharp and very surprising turn. In August of 2025, Roblox made a decision that shocked almost everyone. The platform permanently banned Schlep himself, the very person who was catching these predators. It was not a short suspension. It was a full, permanent ban from everything. On top of that, Roblox sent him an official legal warning letter too. It is called a cease and desist, and it told him to stop completely. If he kept going, the letter warned, the company might take him to court. Now read that one more time slowly, because it honestly sounds completely backwards. The company was threatening the person who was helping catch dangerous adults. The ban instantly became one of the most talked about moments in all of Roblox history. So why on earth would Roblox ever do something that looks this bad? Their argument actually had some real logic, even if many people truly hated it. Roblox pointed to a rule against players forming their own vigilante groups. They said Schlep broke their rules by pretending to be a child himself. They also said he pulled conversations off the platform, outside of their control. The company argued that this could accidentally put real, innocent users in danger. It could also interfere with the safety systems they run quietly behind the scenes. The company says its own teams remove many dangerous accounts every single day. They also reminded everyone that they employ large teams of human moderators. They worried that fake decoy accounts might confuse those very safety systems. There was also a real fear that copycats could try the same risky thing badly. A clumsy imitator could easily ruin a real case or accuse an innocent person. In their words, taking the law into your own hands is never truly safe. They insisted that catching criminals is a job for trained police, not for creators. But Schlep pushed back incredibly hard against almost everything that they said. He argued that his methods closely mirrored what real investigators already do. He said he always coordinated with the police before posting any of his evidence. He understood the risks, but he felt the danger to kids was far worse. And he flatly rejected being labeled a reckless vigilante by a billion-dollar company. From his side, the platform was punishing him instead of simply thanking him. He felt they cared more about their image than about fixing the real problem. He announced that he had hired lawyers and planned to fight the ban in court. He also promised his audience that he would not back down without a real fight. And that is the exact moment the entire internet completely and utterly erupted. The reaction online was enormous, and it was almost entirely on Schlep's side. Fans were furious that the helper got banned, while the danger seemed to remain. To his supporters, the ban felt like the platform protecting itself, not its players. Still, to most people watching, the whole decision simply did not feel right.
Imagine being punished for reporting a crime instead of the actual criminal. That is honestly how a huge part of the community saw this entire ban.
People very quickly launched online petitions demanding that Roblox bring him back immediately. Some petitions went even further and openly called for the chief executive to resign. One petition to remove the company's leader raced past 100,000 names. Big creators and commentators jumped in, and almost all of them defended Schlep. Comment sections everywhere filled with people demanding real answers from the company. Hashtags about the ban started trending across several different platforms at once. For a while, it felt like the entire platform was talking about one ban. News websites that rarely ever cover Roblox suddenly ran the story everywhere. Even a famous television predator catcher publicly stepped up to back Schlep's mission. But the backlash did not stop with angry fans and viral online petitions. Soon, it reached all the way up to the government of the country itself. A United States congressman named Ro Khanna personally reached out to Schlep. He then started his own petition, aiming for a full 1 million signatures. His goal was to pressure Roblox into doing much more to protect children. Within just days, that petition had already gathered tens of thousands of names. Suddenly, this was not just gamer drama. It was a real national conversation. Feeling the enormous public pressure, the company's chief executive finally went on television. His name is David Baszucki, and he leads the entire Roblox company. He promised brand new safety features and said he had contacted Schlep directly. But Schlep was far from impressed by the company's sudden change in tone. He dismissed the executive's friendly words as nothing more than a simple PR stunt. The executive insisted that the company already takes child safety extremely seriously. Critics quickly replied that words were not enough without real, visible action. Reporters started asking the company hard questions that it could not easily dodge. Meanwhile, the legal storm building around Roblox kept growing much, much larger. The company was already facing many lawsuits over how well it protects children. Some were filed by private lawyers, and others by powerful state officials. At least one state attorney general had already taken the company to court. Money and reputation were suddenly on the line for a company worth billions. For a brand built on being safe for kids, the timing could not be worse. By 2026, professional lawyers were openly teaming up with Schlep himself. Together, they claimed to represent hundreds of families who said their kids were harmed. Schlep, meanwhile, kept right on posting videos and refused to quietly disappear. What began as one creator's personal mission had become a giant legal battle. A single ban had turned into a fight about how the whole platform should work. So let me bring this back to the hard question sitting at the center of it all. Was Schlep a hero, or was the company right to try to stop him? The honest answer is that both sides actually have a genuinely real point. Taking justice into your own hands really can go very wrong sometimes. Innocent people can be wrongly accused, and shaky cases can fall apart in court. That is exactly why we normally leave this kind of work to trained professionals. Rules against vigilantes exist to protect innocent people from serious, life-changing mistakes. But there is a reason the other side of this felt so incredibly powerful too. Banning the person raising the alarm while the danger stayed looked absolutely terrible. Yet rules only truly earn trust when the people making them act quickly as well. And the whole mess pointed to a much bigger question hanging over everything. Are these giant platforms really doing enough to keep their young players safe? Think about how strange it is to root for and against the same company. On one hand, you want strict rules so that nobody ever gets falsely accused. On the other, you want the people in charge to move much, much faster. Both of those wishes are reasonable, and that is what makes this so hard. That tension is the real beating heart of this entire strange story. It is very easy to pick a side quickly when a story feels this emotional. But the smartest thing you can do is understand exactly why both sides exist. That argument is still going on today, and it is honestly far from settled. Whatever happens next, this one fight already changed the whole conversation forever. More people than ever before are now asking how these platforms protect kids. This story tapped into a fear that almost every parent online already feels. It also reminded kids that the internet is not always as friendly as it looks. And there is one simple lesson buried in here that genuinely matters for you. If anything online ever feels wrong or scary, tell a trusted adult right away. Use the report button, and never ever agree to meet an online stranger in person. Knowing how these dangers actually work is the first real set to staying safe. Your safety always matters more than any game, any account, or any prize. If this story made you stop and think, consider subscribing to the channel. That way you will never miss the next big story that we break down.